HarperCollins presents The Last Word is Death by Faith Martin, read by John Hopkins. For my sister, Marian. September 1925. Chapter 1. The Black Alvis saloon swept jauntily around the narrow bend of a country lane, allowing its driver to catch his first appreciative glimpse of the sea. And a very nice glimpse it was, too, he mused. A small bay with a crescent of pale sand next to a vast expanse of silver-gold sunlight reflecting off azure water. It made a chap fairly yearn to take a dip. It was early September, and jolly old England seemed intent on having one last hurrah of wonderful weather before settling down to the more tempestuous season of autumn. A circumstance which suited one Arbuthnot Arbie Swift, known far and wide as Arbie to friends and foes alike, right down to the ground. In the distance, and overlooking the idyllic bay, the handsome youth could see his ultimate destination, the seaside village of Galton-next-the-Sea, sunning itself like a contented cat as it spread and straggled its way along the coastline and up one side of the hill. It looked every inch the up-and-coming holiday destination that sundry tourist posters had promised, and he felt his spirits positively lift. As he nervously pointed his faithful steed's metallic nose downhill to begin the somewhat precipitous descent into the village proper, he could only hope that the only hotel, newly bought and redeveloped from its former existence as a large country house, would likewise be as billed in the advertising. Private bath, hot and cold running water, good grub, and a fine wine cellar hit the ticket all right. Not that Arbie was there solely to enjoy himself, as his publishers would insist on reminding him, far more often than he felt was needed, or indeed was comfortable. He was also there to research the resident ghost in these parts for the last chapter of his current book, the much-anticipated follow-up to a previous effort of his, which had been an unexpected sensation and runaway bestseller, The Gentleman's Guide to Ghost Hunting, a travel guide whose holiday destinations came complete with a spectre or ghoul, for those who liked that sort of thing. He stopped the car as he spied an old man sitting on a bench beneath a giant chestnut tree, placidly smoking his pipe and regarding with amusement a very fat black-and-white cat that was attempting to stalk a robin. The robin, naturally, was having none of it. Poking his head out of the window, Arbie called amiably across to him. "Good afternoon, sir. I take it I'm on the right road to the hotel?" A clean-shaven man of some 26 years or so, with plentiful amounts of dark hair and wide, seemingly innocent-looking grey eyes, he smiled affably. Smiling affably came easily to Arbie, as did loafing. The old man regarded him judiciously for a moment, then slowly removed his briar pipe. "Yes, you be after the old Dashwood House, then?" the ancient worthy asked, with the slow, pleasing drawl of the local accent. "Be I?" Arbie reflected unhelpfully. "Blast if I can remember the actual name of the place, now that I come to think of it. I've been invited down by Captain George Pendergast and his lady wife," he offered up hopefully. In his experience, villagers knew absolutely everything about absolutely everyone within a country mile. As expected, the old man began to nod wisely. "That'll be the Dashwood place. They say they'd installed electricity and everything in there when they were doing it up and making it all fancy for these here guests they reckon they got coming." Arbie gave him a nod and a thanks and a cheerful wave as he drove off. In less than a minute, he spotted a very nice Georgian house, set a little up the hill and surrounded by seaside-type planting and looking reassuringly spick and span. Crisp white new paint had been applied to the exterior woodwork. The stonework had obviously not long been repointed, and the roof looked to be in reassuringly good repair. A rather self-effacing sign, painted on a discreet white wooden board, did indeed proclaim itself to be the Dashwood House Hotel, Prop, Capt. and Mrs. Pendergast. The small print underneath apologetically added that rooms were available only to the discerning guest. Wondering absently what undiscerning guests were supposed to do if, after travelling all the way here, they found themselves to be distinctly de trop, Arbie turned off the village road
Sample complete. Ready to continue?